Good afternoon, guys. How y'all doing today? Back over here trying to do some videos for you. Today we're gonna talk about some people have been asking me, they wanted me to do a video about banking the balls on the table. You know, the banking shots or banking drills. I'm gonna do a video on an exercise about is related to banking. It's gonna be I'm gonna start, from the bottom so you can understand what I'm talking about. When it comes to banking the ball, it takes a bunch of practicing, and you gotta understand what you're doing, before you start banking balls. So that's why for the people that are, starting to play the game, I want you to learn the basics from the bottom up, and when you improve it, then you can get better on the banks. Once you practice and play pool for a while, you can start getting better then. Okay, this drill is gonna consist on when you bank the balls. I want you to bank the balls every time. When you bank, the cue ball is not gonna be able to move. In order to explain to you better, is whenever you hit the ball, the cue ball. Whenever you hit the ball, when you're gonna bank, I want you to not let the cue ball go anywhere. It's gotta stay right there where the 10 is. It cannot go to the left, right, back, or forward. So in other words, you're not gonna use no English. It's gonna be center of your cue ball all the time on every shot that you're gonna be doing on this exercise. The point for this exercise is for you to understand how you're gonna be executing the banks later on down the road. So that's why I want you to understand. That's why I'm putting this drill. So whenever you're gonna shoot the ball, the cue ball has to stay right there where the 10 is without being able to go anywhere, left, right, back, or forward. You have to stop right there. An example. I'm gonna give you an example right here. Like that. I don't want the cue ball to move nowhere. So that means that you're not gonna use any English at all. It's gonna be center of the cue ball all the time. And when you're gonna hit this ball, you're always gonna hit it in the middle. In the middle of this ball, center of the cue ball, and in the middle of this ball every time. So on this exercise, I want you to find the dead aim. That's why this exercise is very important, because you're gonna be able to find out the dead aiming on the cue ball for your banks, and the dead aiming on the target ball for your banks. So it's gonna be the center of this ball and the center of your cue ball versus the area of the table that you're gonna be finding that for yourself. And I'm gonna give you an example on a couple of shots. I cannot do too many shots because the video will be too long, but I will make enough enough shots to show you what I want you to do on your drill. And when you have time, whenever you're practicing, or you spare time when you're practicing, I don't know if I should use this stick or the other stick. I guess I'm gonna use the other one. This stick hardly ever has a tip, and I haven't fixed it yet. Later on, I'm gonna do a video where to show y'all how to put a tip on your stick. Okay? Maybe when I have some more time, I'm gonna do a video so you can learn how to put your new tip on your stick when you need one. I used to change the tips on the stick when I used to work on the pool room. Okay, I feel we need some chalk. All right, now we have a pretty good decent tip on this stick right here. Okay, remember guys, this is what I want you to do, okay? It's very important. This is how you start. It's your first step that you gotta go up. So this is very important. Once you learn all these, you have a lot of experience about this section that I'm gonna show you. Once you learn all this, you're gonna improve your banks a lot. It's gonna be like, I mean, you have to learn this first, and this will guide you, you know, through the other shots that are coming up. So your levels are gonna go up, but you need to know this. This exercise right here is very important because this is how you have a better understanding. Okay. A lot of people don't show this, but I'm gonna show you this. Okay, like I told you, do not let your cue ball move at all. Okay. So find dead spots. Dead spots means dead shots with the. You line up yourself. Usually I go by diamonds. Okay, your diamonds are over here, and if you have the markers, the little labels. Once you find your dead spot, if you want to mark your dead spot, you mark it because it's not easy to find a dead spot on the table. You have to do some shots and find your dead spot, especially when the cue ball cannot move. So that's why I want you to practice this exercise because you're gonna learn how to control the cue ball a lot on your banks. Especially on this exercise, you cannot let this cue ball move from where the 10 is. It's got to be stopped right there, and you got to find a dead shot to make the ball wherever you're going. So usually I guide by the diamonds. See how you have the diamonds over here lining up to the pockets? That's how you find your dead spots, your dead shots. You go by the diamonds on the table. Or some people use a stick like this. I hardly ever use a stick, but some people do. I mean, I use it sometimes, not all the time. I usually go by the diamonds lining up to the pocket, okay? So remember, I want you to go around the table on each pocket and find your dead spots, okay? Let's find a dead spot over here. But it had to be, the cue ball cannot move, and you have to be at least 1 foot away from the shot, or a little less than that. You don't have to be exactly 1 foot, but don't be farther more because that's not how the exercise goes, okay? You can practice later on different, but for on this exercise, I want you to do at least 12 inches or 1 foot away from the target ball. Okay, let's see if we can find the first dead shot over here. Remember, guys, the cue ball cannot move. Okay, you have to be there right there. Once we make one shot, we go to the next. Once we make that, we go to the next pocket like that, and I will show you a couple of shots. Because if I show you all the shots, we can be here. This video can be very long. I want you to do that yourself, and try to practice at least twice on the other drills on this kind of drills, because this is more difficult. So I want you to practice more on these shots. Okay, let's find the dead spot for this pocket right here. Okay. Now remember, you don't want the cue ball to move. There you go. That's a dead spot right there. That's a dead spot right there. Now, if I had a marker, my labels, I would put it right there where the cue ball is, and then where the cue ball was. You know, I would put my first dead spot. Because if you're practicing, and if you have your labels, excuse me, you don't have to find these spots. You already know where they are. You know. But if you don't have no way to mark your table, then I guess you're gonna have to find it again. Okay, that was a dead spot right there already on this pocket. Now we're gonna find a dead spot on this pocket right here. You can find a dead spot anywhere on the table. Like you can find it from here, or you can find it from here. You just gotta look for it. Remember, the main thing is the cue ball not to move. Okay. I think that looks like a dead spot right there. The dead spot means that you don't use no English on the cue ball, and you make the ball with no problem. That's your dead spot. It's unmissable, okay? That's what I want you to learn in your head. So let's see if we have a dead spot over here. A dead shot. There we go. There's another dead shot right here. Alright guys, there's two dead shots right here, okay? I'm gonna do one more on this pocket. I'm gonna do it like with a deeper angle. This is gonna be an extra one, so to show you how I want you to practice. If in case we miss one shot, we go back until we make it, until we find the spot, because it's not easy to find it. Remember, if you had the labels, you will be marking it over here. Let's find this dash spot over here to the side pocket with an angle. I can guide by the diamonds. Let's say right here, this diamond right here, is taking me straight to the pocket. So I'm gonna guide myself with those diamonds right there and see if this is the dash spot over here by just looking at it with your eyeball it, you know. Remember, when you find the dash spot is when your cue ball doesn't move at all, and it stops right there. Now, if it moves a little bit to any side, that's not a dash spot. That's a different shot. It's not what I'm trying to. It's not what I want you to learn. I want you to learn the dash spots, the unmissable shots. Because once you know all this information I'm giving you is very important. Once you know all these dash spots on the table, and you store them in your brain, you don't know how. It's something invaluable what I'm giving you right now. Okay. It doesn't have no value, no price. This is more than gold. So you gotta practice and keep it in your mind and don't let it go. Stay with you forever. All right, let's find this dash spot over here, guys. It looks kind of dead right there. There you go, guys. That's another dash spot. See? That over there. The cue ball don't move at all. Hit the ball in the center, the target ball, and it goes straight in. That's a dash spot. It's unmissable. There's no way you can miss. And unless the table is bouncing different or the table is on level, you miss it like that. And this dash spots that I'm teaching you, they come very handy. You know, like. Once you know this, you don't have to shoot the ball hard or you know, you can, as long as you know your dash shot and the table's level right and the rails are okay, if you hit the ball soft or medium or hard, it's still gonna go in. But you gotta know the rails too, okay? Alright, that was an extra shot I did over here because I want to show y'all that I want you to find that. There's dash spots everywhere on the table, you have to find them, alright? Now we did these two pockets, let's go to this pocket over here. Eyeballing over here, eyeballing the center of my table right here, the center of the pocket, eyeballing over here to this rail, and then eyeballing over here for a dash spot. Let me see if we got it right there. The main thing is not to let this cue ball move, okay? Whew, there you go, guys. We got another dash spot. Now, if I had labels, like I told you, I'd be marking my dash spots, you know, so I can practice my banks for at least 2 or 3 hours, you know. I don't have no dash spots, no labels right now. I used to have a bunch, but I don't know what happened to them. But you can order them from online. Okay, so we got this pocket. Like I said, if you want to do another shot like I did over here, extra, you come over here and you do another one the same, okay, over there. But I'm gonna go around to the other table so we don't have to make the video too long for y'all. But if you want to do more dash spots, you do it the same I did it over here, remember? To the side, it's the same thing, the same bank. Or you can go backwards that way. You can go put the balls over here and bank it this way like that. You can go the opposite, that way or this way. Alright, now we're going around the table. Did those 3 pockets, now let's come back to this pocket over here. Remember, guys, your cue ball has to be 1 foot away from the target ball, or 12 inches, or a little more or less that way or this way, but not too much. Not like all the way over here, okay? Because that's a different shot. You're going to practice our shots later. For right now, I want you to practice, get used to shots like this. That's how you do it when you start. Later on, you can do different distance, because it's hard. It's going to be harder for you, but you need to learn this first, so it'll be, when you go up the hill, it's going to be easier for you. Okay, let's do this. Let's find this This that spot is gonna be almost like the other one over there. Basically, we're just gonna line it up. I think we got a dead spot right here. There you go, guys. That's a dead spot. I'm trying to. If we miss one, then I can show you how to adjust to find the dead spot. You know. I'm gonna do. Let's do another shot right here. Maybe we miss a shot. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna miss, but let's gonna do one right here. This is gonna be extra one too, like the one I did over there. We're gonna find a dead spot right here in the side pocket. Line up with my diamonds to the pocket. You can use a stick like I told you. Come over here, center of the pocket. Center of the pocket, and you gotta hit about this diamond, above this diamond just a little bit. If you're hitting center of this cue ball, right there. We should have a dead spot right here, guys. There you go. You see how we missed there? I saw that my cue ball moved, so I didn't hit it right in the center. So see that mistake right there, guys. That's what I want you. You know, we made a mistake right there. I made a mistake right there, but that's why I don't know if it has. I think it has something to do because I missed. That means that I put a little English on top to the right. My cube will slide a little bit to that side. So we don't want that to happen, okay? Let's do it another one. Trying to do the center of the cue ball, center of that ball. There you go, guys. See, the cue ball didn't move. On my other shot, the cue ball moved just a little bit, probably like about an inch or less than about a half of an inch. And that's why I didn't give my dead spot. When you get your dead spot perfect, your cue ball don't move and the ball goes in. We find our dead spots. That's what I want you to do. Okay, I gave you an extra shot right there. Now, the reason why I show you that is because I want you to practice different angles, okay? There's different dead spots. You can find a dead spot right here, over here. You can find a dead spot in the corner, like this. Over here, all the way over in the corner, like that. But it takes time to doing it, you know, so I want you to practice doing stuff like that. That's why I'm showing you different extra shots. Now, let's do the one on the side, which is going to be almost the same as that one. Let's see. Let's see if we got. I think we got a dead spot right here. There you go, guys. Once you know your dead spot, it's gonna be hard for you to miss. Now let's do another one right here. The last one. We got all these pockets. Let's do one more right here. One here, line up. There you go. We got all our 6 pockets. And then I want you to go back, back the next way. Now you can back one over here on the side. The same, finding your dead spots. The main thing is that don't let this cue ball move. This cue ball has to stop right there. It's going to show you how to control this cue ball with no English at all. And it's going to find all your dead spots on the pool table, okay? And this is going to be your exercise, which is going to be very powerful exercise because, believe it or not, there's a lot of people that don't even know their dead spots on the table. They just come and shoot, But once you learn this, it's going to be easy for you to go up and start, playing your banks different way because the banks, there's a kind of a shot that it's got very different ways of playing them. There's not only one way. You can play different ways. You can play with different English. You can use stop English, right, bottom, left. And you're going to learn that down the road because you're going to need all those things to get position on the other ball. You're going to have to learn how to make your banks, come back and make this ball go and set up on the other ball over there. 2 rails, 3 rails, stuff like that. All that stuff you're going to have to learn. But this is the main the main thing that you need to learn. Once you got all your dead spots on the table and you know how to control this cue ball not moving at all, leaving it right there. Just leave it right there where it's at. Don't let it move. That gives you a lot of knowledge on your on how you're gonna step up. Well, you know, once you know how to do that and you know where all the dead spots are on your table, on your diamonds, you're gonna be able to come and say, oh, you're gonna be able to come and say, on this shot like this, because you practice your dead spots, you have this shot right here, and you're gonna say, oh, that's a pretty dead spot over there in the corner. You know how to do that. You know how to hit it. You know how to hit it with no English at all. So you're gonna come and you're gonna bang this ball, boom. You're gonna make it in the corner with no problem. So you have to do this exercise for actually. Whenever I do my banks, when I do some drills on the banks or whenever I practice, I usually practice double than what I do my other shots because remember, you coming from the shot. You coming from that shot. When you hit this ball, you put in. If you don't hit the ball in the center, like I was telling you, this was telling you, hit the ball in the center of the time. So you see what this ball does, and you know your areas on the table, where is it going to go. So once you put a little bit of English on this ball, just a little bit, your dead spot's not going to be there anymore. It's going to move a little bit, and it depends the speed too. It depends how hard you're going to hit it and all this stuff. So that's why I want you to practice this exercise because it's very important, and you need to know this exercise. Once you need to know this exercise and practice, I could have, show you just a drill, banking and this and that. But if you don't have a knowledge of this drill, I mean, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people that are very good players, they know about this. But there's a lot of people up there that they're like already been playing for a year and they don't even know about this exercise. No, they just bank. They just bang by instinct. A lot of people just bang by instinct. Like let's say the ball is right here and they can see it'll go over there and they just bank it. I mean, they probably know what kind of English to use, but they don't know if it's in the dead spot or what. They think it's close and everything. It's close to the bank is going to be close. It's going to hit here. That's why you see a lot of people missing, or a lot of people shoot their banks with the two intentions. Like if they miss here, it'll go over there, stuff like that. Because a lot of people don't have knowledge exactly that ball is gonna go here. So that's why I'm trying to teach you. Find all your dead spots on the table. Oh yeah, and you could do your long rails too. It's the same thing we're doing over here on your long rails. You just line it up with that spot and bank it like we did over here. Same thing. It's just longer. That's it. But remember, the main thing is to be away 1 foot from your target ball, or 12 inches, or maybe a little more, but not too much. I do 1 foot, 12 inches right there, 10 or 12 inches. That's the main thing when you're going to do your long rails and all that. Because that's how you do your exercise. You start, and get used to everything. And when you're familiarized with what you're doing, then you can start doing a little harder stuff. Okay? But that's what I want you to do on this exercise right here. It's very important. If you're very into practicing and you're serious about it, or you want your son or your daughter to practice and do good at this, and you don't mind if I spend a little money, I encourage you, if you want to buy those little labels that you put to mark your shots, and you don't only use those to mark your bank shots. Those labels you use them for every shot that you want to do, like long shots, straight, different kind of shots. So those labels are pretty handy. I'm thinking about ordering me a box too. But yes, I know that y'all been telling me about giving your drills on banks and something, and this is gonna be a first exercise. Well, I'm gonna be bringing more exercise about banking, and the way I think. There's people think different, so like I say, if my exercises don't help you, you can just try your own or try somebody else's. Or I don't know. A lot of people read books and stuff like that, and a lot of people do good with books and everything. But it's not like it's gonna help everybody because everybody thinks different. It's just that somebody that is gonna do their practice and they're gonna get they're gonna get something. They're gonna benefit from what they see, and they're gonna practice and they're gonna benefit. They'll keep on doing it. If it doesn't benefit them, they're not gonna do it. Like I tell you, like I told you before in all of my videos, You're not gonna play. You can watch anybody play like professionals, this and that, but you're never gonna play that way because each one has a unique style, and your mind thinks. Like, let's say some people like the way this player plays or the way these people plays, and some other ones don't like that way. That's how we are, you know. So the best thing that you're gonna find out everything by yourself, if you playing all the time, practicing all the time, and whatever comes out of what you have inside. Okay, don't forget about that. You gotta develop your own everything. Because I can shoot a shot one way. I can shoot a shot. Let's say I can shoot this shot with middle English or left English and make it, and I feel comfortable with it. But you or another person will not. They might use right English. They might use start. They might use that. Like I said, we're all different. That's why the main thing is practice, and whatever you feel comfortable with doing, whatever you feel, that's what you need to do. You gotta find out what's inside of you when it comes to playing this kind of game. Because once you try to imitate other stuff like other people, it's not gonna. It probably work, some, but it's not gonna be the same. It's like, let's say an example, like you know how they go to these concerts for music and you win if you. They have one in Spanish that it's called like you have a lot of talent, and if you go there and you try to imitate somebody's singer that already knows how to sing, and you try to sing their voice the same and everything, you're not gonna win that concert because you're imitating, right? It's something like this in the game. The way I think, I can see a player play this way and that way, but if I try to imitate everything he does this way, I'm never gonna find out the true me, what's inside me. I'm never gonna find out my real game. And I don't advise you to do that. I don't advise you to try to imitate anybody. If you're getting knowledge from somebody or whatever, practice and everything, and when you practice a lot, all the time on the table, your insight is gonna come and show on that practice what you are. If you love the game and everything, and that's why you gotta play. Whatever is inside of you, whatever comes, how you feel comfortable with this. If I tell you this shot, play this shot with right English, that's the best. I mean, you can try it. Or play this show with no English, you can try it. But if it doesn't work out for you, if you can do it better with left or better with bottom, and you feel comfortable with it, and that's what you like, that's what you need to do. But that's why everything comes with practice. You practice and practice and practice. And when it comes to the banks, I want you to do this exercise double as the other drills and everything. Double the time if you can. Because once you find all your dead spots, man, you're gonna be laughing on the banks when you just gotta know on the tables too, because there's the bar tables that are a little different. But if you use this method, finding your dead spots, your dead shots, all the way around your table, and when you get familiar with it, it don't matter if you're in a bar table or snooker table, or 9 foot, 8 foot, or 11 foot. You use this system right here. It's gonna be impossible to miss a shot, unless the table's messed up, the rails are messed up, and all that stuff. So yes, guys, I wanted to do this little exercise for y'all, and I wanted you to get some knowledge on the knowledge on the banks, some of the knowledge that I have when I was learning with the people that taught me a little bit, and I mean watching and stuff like that. I hung around with Rafael Martinez, and he taught me a couple of shots, and gave me some information. He showed me how to do the Q-tip. The tip. I'm gonna show y'all how to do this tip. The way Rafael Martinez showed me how to do it. That's how he does his. He uses a what's the name of this tip? I forgot what the name of this tip is, but I got one over there. I'm gonna El Masters. That's the name of this tip. It's a pretty old tip. I don't even know if they still sell it. You probably can still order it, but it's one of the best tips out there that lasted for many years before. Right now they got some newer stuff, and but yeah, I was with Rafael Martinez in the pool, and he was teaching me how to do the tip the way he does it, because I already knew how to do the tips, but a different way. He does it different. But yes, guys, y'all, thanks for watching, and You know, I hope y'all get a little knowledge from this. I know you're gonna get. I got a lot of knowledge from this exercise. So you know, if you practice enough, you're gonna get that understanding. You know, why I want you to go around the table finding all your dead spots, because once you know you're in the game over there, it don't matter what you're playing for. It can be for cook or whatever, or just for fun. But if you're playing for pride, you know, it's good too. But once you're there and you know your dead spot, you know you're not gonna miss that shot. That's why I want y'all to find you all your dead spots. Because as long as the rails are okay and the table's okay, that shot's gonna go in. So guys, that was nice seeing y'all again. And yes, if you like what you see, support the channel, share, subscribe, and like. Drink a lot of water, okay? Stay healthy, a lot of health, especially if you're gonna be a pool player. Drink at least 3 of these jugs a day. I drink around 4. All right, guys, y'all take care. Remember, if you like what you see, subscribe, share, and hit like. You'll have a good one, and comment down below if you like the video. What would you like to see? Or if you want to see some other kind of videos, let me know in the comments down below, okay? Y'all have a good day. Take care and be safe. Take care of your family. Bye-bye.